Hello and welcome to this introductory video on vendor management in GBMS. Vendors are located under Front Office, Purchasing, Tables, and Vendors. By using the Vendors inquiry filter, we can quickly locate an individual vendor or a group of vendors based on the filter components we fill out, or we can immediately go into the vendors by clicking on the Go button. Each vendor's file contains several tabs that are used to organize your vendor's data. In the General tab, there's the vendor's ID and address, along with important defaults we can set for each vendor, such as your account number and the terms and payment information for the vendor. If these terms and payment information are filled in here, they will be automatically filled in on every new purchase order created for this vendor, making the PO creation process much faster. These defaults can also be overridden in the PO if required. In the Notes tab, we can add notes that will be shown on different documents for just this vendor, such as the PO created for the vendor or the inbound receipt created when the vendor's goods arrive at your warehouse. In the Contacts tab, we can store an unlimited number of contacts for this vendor, and we can identify one as the default contact so that this person's contact information will appear automatically on every PO for this vendor. We can also easily edit the information for this contact by clicking on the contact link and going into the contact form to edit things like a telephone number, email address, or a physical address. In the Purchase History tab, we can search for requisitions, purchase orders, vendor returns, or debit memos for just this vendor, using the filters to narrow our search. To quickly see how many open POs we have for this vendor, we can set the status filter component to open, and then click on the refresh button to see just the open POs for this vendor. If we had a lot of open POs, we could also set the date range to reduce the number to the target period of time that we wanted to view these POs. In the Attachments tab, we can attach additional correspondence or files or images that we want to keep for a vendor. Here we have an image that shows an incorrect item was received. If we click on the link for this image, we open up the image detail form, and we can see a preview of the image as well as some additional data about the image. We can add additional images by clicking on the New button and then adding some more images or files that we have saved on our PC. GBMS offers a workflow module that, when used, will display a custom workflow in this Workflow tab for vendors. The Other tab is used for custom fields. GBMS supports up to 10 custom fields in most screens, and the custom fields can be set up to be either a text field for the user to enter free-form text or a drop-down where the user is required to make a selection from a drop-down list that you have created. Our last tab, the Option tab, has the Product Vendor Maintenance form. This is the form that lists all the items that we purchased from this vendor. It shows our item number, our vendor's item number, a ranking for the vendor, and a minimum order quantity that we can set for the vendor. And then the remaining fields are the unit of measures that we have for each item. These unit of measures are set up in the item master. So for example, item number 1050, which is California Gold Bleached Flour, 50 pounds, our base unit of measure is a bag. So we purchase it from this vendor for $15 and we sell it for $20. We also purchase it from this vendor in a pallet. We sell it for $1,000 and we purchase it for $750. The pricing for all our items are maintained in this Product Vendor Maintenance form, which can be accessed from this vendor card or from the item master. The unit of measures that we defined for each item are identified in our item master. This concludes our introductory video on vendor management in GBMS. Thanks for watching, and please watch our other videos that introduce more of the important features of GBMS, and then be sure to contact Geneva Systems to schedule a live demonstration of GBMS.